my fiancée, Alanna Johnson, messed with my race car so her side piece could win the rally championship. The car spun out on a curve going nearly 200 miles an hour. In my final moments, I called her one last time. She sounded annoyed. Quit being so dramatic. This championship doesn't even matter to you, but Jack's about to retire. This is his last shot. Once this race is done, I'll cut things off with him and marry you, okay? What she didn't know was that this event had gone viral worldwide. After I died, the dashcam footage would be released to everyone, and she'd face something way worse than death. Fine, I messed with your car. This championship meant nothing to you, but Jack's retiring soon. This was his last chance. After the race, I'll marry you to make up for it. Deal? Before I died, I never thought Alanna would actually agree to marry me. But it was too late. The car flew off the cliff and dropped hundreds of feet. The second it hit the water, everything went dark. When I woke up, I was standing at the awards ceremony. The crowd was huge, packed in tight. Jack and Alanna were up on the winner's podium, holding the trophy, fingers locked together, giving their speech to the cameras. I have to thank Alanna. She's not just my navigator, she's my rock. She keeps me grounded. Alanna looked down, smiling shyly. Jack's the talented one. He practices every day. He knows every turn by heart. The crowd ate it up. What a cute couple. Kiss her. Jack raised an eyebrow and leaned in playfully. Alanna buried her face in embarrassment. We'll save that for later, Jack said with a grin. The audience went wild. I clenched my fists so hard it hurt, even though I didn't have a body anymore. My chest ached. That trophy should have been mine. Alanna should have been mine. But now I had nothing. I'd even lost my life in that race. And the person who did this to me, the one I trusted most, I should have seen it coming. The night before, Alanna asked if I'd give up the championship for her. I thought it was a weird question. She was a pro navigator. I was a pro driver. We both lived for racing. I figured she was testing me, so I said no. She wouldn't let it go. What if I asked you to lose on purpose? I was confused and asked what she meant. She brushed it off and changed the subject. I didn't get it until right before I died. Alanna wanted me to throw the race so Jack could win. Jack had been my rival for years. He tried everything to beat me but always came in second, so she sabotaged my car to guarantee his win. The crazy part? She always hated cheaters. Back when she was training to be a navigator, she was amazing, but lost her shot at a top driver because someone else cheated. Later, Alanna got paired with a decent partner, but during a test run, a rival set her up. She got banned from racing for a whole year. She worked her way up to become a race organizer, all because she wanted to give everyone a fair shot. But she kept getting screwed over. After she got assigned to Jack Foyt, she'd complain to me all the time about how bad his sense of direction was. He almost took wrong turns more than once, nearly getting them both killed. I didn't want her in danger, so I hired her as my navigator at 3 times the going rate. I was an independent driver with my own company. I liked working alone, not with big teams. On the track, I'd always been solo, but I liked having Alanna with me. She took the job happily. But later, maybe because of Jack, she started getting distracted. She stopped joining me on the track. She and Jack started texting all the time, giving each other little gifts. I noticed things were changing between them. I brought it up, but she got defensive. What are you talking about? Jack and I are just partners. We do this stuff to build chemistry so we can win. That's it. Do I need to fight with him for you to be happy? She used the championship as an excuse, but I found out she'd turned down better drivers just to stick with Jack. Her heart was already somewhere else. I just never thought she'd throw away her principles for him. Then a reporter asked, in past years the championship always went to your fiancé, Louis Senna. This time it's you and Jack. So, whose win makes you happier? Alanna went quiet. She looked uncomfortable. After all, she'd stolen this championship from me. Jack stepped in front of her. Sorry, but racing is racing. We don't mix work and personal stuff. Competing seriously shows respect for every driver. Even when I lost before, I lost with honor. I'm sure Louis feels the same. I scoffed at his BS. But honestly, Jack added, stirring the pot, it's wild that Louis didn't even place this time. Fans who used to support me started yelling, where's Louis Senna? What's going on? Refund, refund. No way. This race was rigged. Alanna didn't say a word to defend me. Winning and losing is part of racing. I'll make sure Louis trains harder so he doesn't let his fans down. The crowd went crazy again. My situation got buried fast as everyone focused on the happy couple. The loudest fans were the ones shipping them. I'd seen fan edits of them before and always brushed it off as fantasy. Now I saw how they really looked at each other. Chaos continued. Suddenly, a staff member yelled, a driver went off the track and fell into the ocean. They haven't been rescued yet. Some fans near me sneered. Bet it's Louis. He still hasn't shown up. When Alanna heard that, she froze mid-pose. Rally racing is dangerous. Crashes and deaths happen. The race had its own rescue team for accidents, so the ceremony went on as planned. My car going into the ocean didn't stop a thing. Alanna looked like she wanted to ask something but held back. A staff member answered anyway. We're not sure what happened yet. The live feed didn't catch it in time. But from the footage, it looks like car 13 went down. Alanna exhaled and looked away. That's when it hit me. Last night, I told Alanna I was assigned car 14 the last spot, but right before the race, I got moved to 13. The other driver's car had issues and needed repairs, so we swapped. I agreed without thinking twice. It happened so fast, I never told Alanna. But the big screen had already updated. Anyone paying attention could have seen that 13 was me. The staff rushed off. Some reporters ran to cover the accident live. Alanna and Jack posed for more photos, then headed to the lounge. The second she got inside, Alanna checked her phone. She frowned, probably because I still hadn't texted. After every race, we always sent each other a quick message to make sure we were okay. I usually texted first. She'd reply way later. Jack must have known this. Seeing her hesitate, he asked softly, did Louis text you? Alanna shook her head. It's been almost an hour since the race ended. Nothing. Maybe he's mad? Jack said. After all, he lost the championship because of me. I'll explain everything to him later. You helped me with this. I won't let it hurt you. Then he added, like he was talking to himself. But honestly, Louis has won so many times. Even if he lost this once, he shouldn't be so mad that he won't even text you. You're his fiancé. Alanna stiffened. His words clearly got to her. Jack pulled out his phone. Should I apologize first? Apologize for what? Alanna grabbed his phone and slammed it face down on the table. Let him be mad. We just won't get married then. Weren't you taking me to dinner after the race? Sure, let's go. Alanna grabbed her bag to leave. That's when I saw it, the smug smile on Jack's face. I felt sick. I didn't want to watch, but my soul was stuck with Alanna. On the way out, I saw the wreckage of my car sitting in the open. That car had been mine for 8 years. From my first race through over 60 competitions. It should have been in a glossy photo on the champion's wall. Instead, it was scattered in pieces, sad and abandoned, with everyone staring. Just like me. Alanna glanced at it and hesitated. Why does that car look like Lewis's? Jack looked over. No way, you're seeing things. Then Jack lowered his voice. We only messed with Lewis's gearbox. It would slow the car down. That's all. Alanna nodded. Yeah, you're right. She pulled out her phone again and opened our chat. I still hadn't messaged her. A passerby walked past them, looking shaken. That was brutal. That driver died horribly. His whole body was destroyed, falling from 200 meters. He looked like he went through a meat grinder. There's barely anything left that looks human. Unease flickered across Alanna's face. Should I drive over and check it out? Jack asked. Alanna hesitated, then answered coldly. No, why would we? It'll ruin my appetite. Their car sped off. They pushed it out of their minds. They stopped at a restaurant. The owner recognized them right away, greeting Jack with a big smile. Brought your girlfriend again, huh? We've got a new dish today. She'll probably love it. Want to try it? Alanna said nothing. She seemed totally used to being called his girlfriend. Jack replied, sure, man, and bring 2 bottles of the good stuff. We're celebrating tonight, and the kind your girlfriend likes, right? Right. Coming right up. The owner had a server take them to a private room. They moved through the place like regulars. I'd suggested eating here once. She refused, saying the food was average. What was she really thinking? Was she scared the owner would see us together and figure out her fiancé was me? Or was she afraid sitting across from me would ruin her sweet memories with Jack? I didn't know. I probably never would. After they ate and drank, Alanna got tipsy and started spilling everything. Little stuff, like how I bought a new gaming console. Big stuff, like our fights, and how I refused to throw the championship for her. I'd never seen her talk so freely. Jack listened patiently, then looked at her seriously. I didn't want to say this, but I don't think Lewis really loves you, he said quietly. Alanna froze. Jack continued. No one knows men better than another man. When a guy hesitates between a championship and the woman he loves, it means he doesn't love her enough. If she were really the one he cared about, no man would pick the trophy. Me? I'd never do that. If I loved someone, forget the championship. Even if it cost me my whole career, I'd choose her in a heartbeat. Alanna's eyes wavered. Whoever you love must be really lucky. Jack reached across the table and took her hand. Their eyes locked. In the dim, smoky room, Alanna's face turned red as a tomato. Alanna, he said, don't marry him. Be with me. You helped me win this championship, even though it meant betraying him. Maybe he won't say anything now. But after you're married, he'll throw it in your face again and again. But I'm different. We've been through so much together. You've done so much for me. I'll treat you right, no matter what. Alanna quickly covered his mouth with her hand. Don't say stuff like that. But I saw the look in her eyes. Jack grinned, still holding her hand. Then I'll take that as a yes. Alanna was about to respond when her phone rang. The second she answered, my old teammate Lionel Schumacher's panicked voice came through. Where are you? Lewis is in trouble. The driver who crashed into the ocean during the rally? That was him. Alanna froze. Then, like something clicked, she laughed dismissively. Well, that's perfect. Now I don't have to bring up the breakup. You're his friend, right? Just handle his stuff. I'm done with him. She hung up. Jack's eyes darted around. What's wrong, Alanna? She looked smug. I was worried Lewis might actually be in trouble, but when Lionel called, I figured it out. He's pulling the same old trick. Jack nodded. Exactly. If that was really Lewis, why hasn't the organizer contacted you? That only made Alanna more suspicious of me. She pulled out her phone and sent me a message. Lewis, I see right through you. I know you're mad, but I've told you before. I hate being lied to. This is the last time. Get back here right now, or we're done. I smiled bitterly. She forgot that to avoid distracting her during races, I'd already changed my emergency contact to Lionel. Years of familiarity had made her take me for granted. She trusted Jack completely now. But the outcome didn't change. As they got ready to leave, the police showed up to take Alanna in for questioning. At that point, they didn't know the news of my death had already blown up online. Alanna, still confused, asked why they wanted to question her. The officer was polite. We found your fingerprints on Mr. Senna's car. We'd like your cooperation. Did Lewis report this? Jack asked, acting surprised.